ByteDance is bringing by far the best image adaptation AI. LTX Studios' new video model exceeds all expectations and generates high-quality videos in just a few seconds. OpenAI now has direct GitHub integration plus news from Higgsfield, Krea AI, Tencent, Netflix, Google, Mistral, and many more. And with that, a warm welcome, independent friends, to the fastest AI news than on YouTube. Today, there's an extreme amount to cover. That's why we'll take a detailed look at a few topics, and there will be a rapid-fire round with a full 20 topics faster than ever. Let's see how the cappuccino tastes during this insane AI week. We're diving right in. Let's go. Friends, ByteDance wants dominance, the by far best image adaptation AI. An open-source image adaptation tool that lets you generate incredibly precise images with new subjects and combine different subjects. The whole thing has use cases we can't even imagine yet. Just look at this castle and this image, and with generate a same style image of castle, you get this breathtaking picture. I can imagine a great transition here, or turning this fire cat into a fire girl. The little pig learns to fly, DreamO climbs up the mountains. The best part is it has incredible prompt adherence. That means you can create images with just a few words that match exactly what you have in mind. And you can try it out on Hugging Face. However, you'll need a 0 GPU subscription, and it costs about a tenth of a minute per image. So that's pretty good because you get 25 minutes with the basic package. And these are the default settings that I'm keeping now. And I'm taking the bag of chips from the Hunyuan Custom video using Fresh One and writing, "He is holding the chips back." And this is the result. So even the exact wording was adopted. An ultra precise image. I'm really impressed, friends. Then I combined this banana with Banana Girl and sent her to Tokyo. And this is how it turned out. Also pretty impressive. But what you can also do is make dreams come true. Maybe you've always wanted to be at the beach with your AI model. Personally, I'd love to talk to Banana Girl at the beach, so I combined these two images, and this is what came out of it. I don't know who the guy is. It's not me, but at least he borrowed the clothes from me. But Banana Girl is Banana Girl. You can immediately tell it's based on Flex. And if you scroll down, you see it's built on Flex Turbo. What do you think of DreamO? Are you as excited about it as I am? Do you have any use cases for it? I'm really looking forward to it. You can install it locally. With a 24 GB full graphics card, you can get it running, but it takes ages and doesn't always work. That's why we need a VRAM-friendly version of it, folks. If anyone feels like making a quantized version of it or whatever, please do it. I need this tool. As soon as it's available, we'll take it apart and do a deep dive into it. If you'd like to support me, it would be great if you hit the like button now, and we'll keep going. One more announcement. With ZenCTRL, you can position your image, your subject, exactly where you want it. For example, a car commercial. You no longer need a photo shoot or have to travel to Norway. Basically, it's all about perfectly capturing subjects and positioning them exactly where you want them. What's impressive is this seamless transition into the background, and when you look through the windows here, it really looks as if the car is actually there. So everything has been thought of here. The shadow looks good, and if you follow along the edges, you don't see any pixel errors either. You can also try this out on Hugging Face. I did it myself, and I have to say, the result is more like I took the bag of chips and wrote, "Panda in a suit is holding the bag." I didn't say he's wearing it, but rather he is holding the chips bag, and apparently it's actually more intended for clothing. That's not how I imagined it. Well, you can try it out yourselves. The link is in the description. I think it's promising. It didn't work for me right away. An image generation model with chain of thought, meaning with reasoning and an explanation of how it arrived at the result, was released under the charming name T2IR1 by Krea, so not a major publisher. The idea is that you describe an image and it doesn't start generating right away. Instead, it first thinks about what the prompt means, so you'll be able to generate complicated things like this gate within a gate without any problems. So a reasoning-based image model. It's an auto-regressive model, which means it generates from the top left to the bottom right, row by row, and not a diffusion model where everything is generated at once. The results look very promising. Although local installation is available, it doesn't even run with high-end graphics cards. 24 GB of VRAM isn't enough either. There aren't any precise details yet about how much it actually needs, but here too, there will certainly be a quantized version at some point. Next topic, Hunyuan Custom. We made a detailed video about this. An incredibly exciting video model that lets you combine things and that directly creates videos with sound and lip sync. It won't get more detailed than in the video I released this week. So check that out if you want to know even more about it. A very, very promising model. And we're all hoping that it will eventually serve as the basis for FramePack so that we can actually install it with a 6 GB VRAM graphics card. Currently, you need 60 GB of VRAM for it, so you need at least 3 5090s. There's also a repo from Tencent on GitHub, which only has a name and nothing else. It's being speculated that our digital human will be some kind of avatar software from Tencent. I'm very curious. I'll keep you updated. Let's continue with FlexiAct. FlexiAct takes movements from a video and adapts them to an image. So, for example, you can make your AI model do a TikTok dance. Requirements are not specified. There's also no hugging face demo, and even with a 5090, it's still not usable. That means you'll need more than 24 GB of VRAM for it. An absolute highlight of the week, LTX has released its new model and a high-quality video generation model that creates videos in just a few seconds with 0.9 trillion parameters. We'll be doing a deep dive on that. That's why I'll just mention it briefly here. And I'm going to test it thoroughly. You can use it locally as open source, which is super cool. And apparently it even works with a 5090 graphics card. Still, it's open source. The quantized version is probably in progress. 13 billion parameters and very precise prompt adherence. If you don't want to miss a deep dive, stay up to date and check the channel regularly. The video will be released later this week. We'll be using LTX Studio. You can also use it on the website if you can't install it locally. To use the new model, click on Motion Generator on the left, and up here you can select the LTXV model, not Turbo, that's the old one, LTXV, and then you can use the new version. Have fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Next up, Higgsfield now has effects. Just like Klinger Eye, Picker Art, and many others, Xfield now also has effects. For example, you can make yourself explode, and well, it's a pretty cool gimmick. The link is provided. And news from Krea, AI by Krea. You can now upscale videos to up to E8K. Good news for all Krea users out there. I'm going to try it out. Do you want a Krea deep dive? We haven't done one in a long time. Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to test it thoroughly again. Now, things are moving really fast, folks. Let's quickly go through everything that came out this week. JGBT now has GitHub integration for everyone who works with GitHub, manages their repos and code there. It's now included directly. JGBT has introduced its enterprise plan. For large customers, and companies, there's now a big plan, and here it also explains how you can use it. You can use GPT-4 unlimitedly, and for everything else, you have 20 up to 300 requests per day or week. OpenAI has acquired Windsurf. Windsurf is a kind of Visual Studio Code that codes along with you, so it's very helpful for developers. It writes a lot of code for you, takes over many tasks with AI, and uses the full power of AI to support you while coding. And OpenAI bought it for a cool $3 billion. I'm really curious to see what they'll do with it. Next up is Google. Google has released a notebook, LM app, both for Android and iOS. The deep dive into Notebook LM is coming, friends, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. Next, Google's new Gemini 2.5 Pro, also known as 2.6, has demonstrated superior coding abilities multiple times, develops interactive web apps with ease, and analyzes videos like no other model. You can use all of this on AI Studio. Our link for it is in the description. You just need to set it to Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview 05 to 06 up here on the top right, and then you can use it. Lead product developer at Google, Logan Kilpatrick writes that Google AI Studio is just scratching the surface of what it will be able to do by the end of the year. So Google is now getting serious about AI, and it can't be stopped anymore. Next up is Mistral, our French neighbor who's playing with the big leagues, and they've released a new mini model. Well, okay, it's actually a medium model. Mistral Medium 3 has 8 times lower costs while delivering state-of-the-art performance among mid-range models. In the benchmarks, it beats Llama Maverick, is on par with Claude Sonnet, and is only outperformed by DeepSeek. Pretty promising, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for our neighbors. Sakana AI, the large language model specialized in health and research, has now integrated a human thought process into its large language model. They call it continuous thought machines, and it uses neural synchronization for human-like approaches. Next up, ByteDance has released Deerflow. This is an open source model for deep research available for use on the official Deerflow website and installable via GitHub. RAM requirements are still unknown or under discussion. Next, Nvidia is making its TDT-03BV2, that is its perception model, or open source. You can also use it directly on Hugging Face, and here you can upload an audio track and it will be transcribed immediately. I tried it out myself. I have tested hundreds of AI tools. These are the best tools for running a high-quality YouTube channel. And the transcription is in English. I have eTools tested and the best AI, qualitative good YouTube channel. So, it only speaks English. Still, it's open source, it's still usable. And I often need transcripts. I usually have to upload them somewhere first to get them transcribed. Very, very cool. Then Mark Zuckerberg said that he doesn't have any friends. Joking aside, he assumes that Pi's AI friends will become something serious, and that in the future we'll all have AI friends who understand us and hang out with us. Very cool. I'm already looking forward to it. Next up, the first multiplayer podcast game that is AI generated has been released. Enigma Labs AI has released a GUX multiplayer racing game that is 100% AI generated. It is 100% open source and can be installed and tested. I'll link it. Very promising. Next, the top AI model is already smarter than 85% of humanity. This is about IQ tests and not actual intelligence. Yes, the word Schlauigkeit really does exist. And by the end of 2026, it will be more intelligent than 99.9% of all humans. Very cool. I'm already looking forward to it. Next up is Cursor, a competitor to Windsurf, which was just acquired by OpenAI. With it, you can also code with AI assistants. It now has a student plan, and students can use the Me Pro version for free. Currently in the States, and maybe at some point here in the EU as well. Next, Amazon has developed a robot that has sensors for a firm grip. That still seemed to be a problem, but Amazon has now refined it so much that it can grab a glass bottle without breaking it. So pressure sensors are now advanced enough that even fewer people need to work in Amazon warehouses. Jensen Huang recently said that factories or such warehouses will soon be a single robot, meaning one large interconnected machine that handles everything. I think that's a fitting quote at this point. Next, and for now, lastly, Netflix wants to use AI. Netflix is modernizing the TV interface using AI to arrange the buttons in a more logical way and introducing AI-supported language features. That means you can simply say, I want to watch something funny, and it will pick something out for you. You no longer have to deal with that annoying search screen. Sounds promising. Let's see how it turns out. Which Disney news did you like the most? Well, the cappuccino. Tastes like an overly busy week. I hope the rapid fire at the end wasn't too fast. Let me know in the comments if you like the format when we go through things quickly like this. And if you want a deep dive, just shout it out in the comments. We can make that happen. Did you enjoy the video? Feel free to support me with a like. I hope to see you next time. Until then, feel free to check out this video.